Hey Seminole baseball fans, you know it's that time of week again as we get ready to talk Seminole baseball, getting ready for this big weekend series against Virginia Tech on lovely Mike Martin Field inside DeKaiser Stadium. I'm Scott Kotick. Seminoles coming in losing their last two games both to Wake Forest and Florida, but still 21-4 overall, first place alone in the ACC and ranked number 4 in the country. Seminoles playing very good baseball right now, but a big weekend series coming up. Virginia Tech comes in to take on the Seminoles. My first storyline, Virginia Tech just looking for some wins. They come in last place in the league, 2-7 overall, but don't let that fool you. This team actually can hit the ball pretty well, hitting .293 as a team. You look up and down their lineup, you got guys hitting over 300 pretty much 1 through 9. Seminoles are going to have to look out for that. We're going to see the junior pitcher Joe Mantiply sometime this weekend. Don't know if he's going to throw on Friday or Saturday yet. He is the young man the Seminoles have got to watch out for. Has gotten better, progressively better, every single year he's been with the Hokies. Joe Mantiply will take on the Seminoles this weekend. Virginia Tech needing some wins in last place in the league. Nothing breeds winning like necessity. Virginia Tech knowing they have to get some wins. They got swept by Duke last weekend. They lost 2 out of 3 to both Virginia and Georgia Tech in the previous weekends. So Virginia Tech needing some wins this weekend. My second storyline is Mr. Clutch. Who is going to be that guy for the Seminoles to step up this weekend? Right now, the Seminoles are not hitting how they wanted to. They're hitting .279 as a team. The past few series have not been kind to them, especially this past weekend against Wake Forest. Now, I know Wake Forest has got a great pitching staff, but the Seminoles have got to hit better, especially in spots 5 through 9. Stephen McGee, Justin Gonzalez, Brizuela, Seth Miller, so on and so forth. Those numbers have plummeted the past few games. This is the weekend the Seminoles have got to get that back. Virginia Tech is suspect in their pitching staff. They have over a 3 ERA as a team ERA. This is the weekend to get some big hits if you're the Seminoles. And my third and final storyline is Robert Benincasa. I know in previous editions of K-Town we've talked about this young man, but you got to hear how good he really is. In 14 2/3 innings, no runs, his ERA is still 0.00, 23 strikeouts, just 2 walks and 6 hits. He earned his first win of the season last weekend and earned a save just a few hours later in Winston-Salem. If the Seminoles can get to Robert Benincasa, if they can bring him in the 8th and the 9th, the Noles are not going to lose. I think we've established that so far. If this young man can come in, the Noles are not going to lose any ball games. You talk to a lot of the players. They know if Benincasa comes in off the mound, bring the noise, or as our marketing guy Justin Slayton likes to say, you're going to see the Noles win. So if the Seminoles can get to him, he is the key in close ball games to getting victories for the Seminoles. Because we're finally back at home in Tallahassee, we get to bring in our good friend Justin Slayton from FSU Marketing. And Justin, thankfully, we're back at home. We're back in the friendly confines of Hauser Stadium. It's that time of year, people can tell the good old springtime weather, the hot weather is coming into Tallahassee. But a big thing coming up this weekend, I won't spoil it for them. What can Seminole fans look forward to this weekend?
Absolutely. With Virginia Tech coming in this weekend for a big ACC series, we're going to have another Freebie Friday. For the first 1,000 fans that come through, we're going to give you a Florida State t-shirt, but it's not just any t-shirt. You're going to walk away with a jersey t-shirt of one of the greatest players to ever play for Florida State, Buster Posey. And it's only for the first 1,000 fans. So my encouragement to you is to come out early, because once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not hiding any away. I can't give you any on Saturday or Sunday. They're going to go quick. They're going to go fast. And then after that, it's over.
First 1,000 fans in the door. That's a pretty hot item. Not too many people get that. We did a couple years ago giving away the Mike Martin shirts. These might be even more hot off the presses. Let's talk about this weekend coming up. Virginia Tech, they are last place in the league, but still a great baseball team. The Seminoles have got to find some clutch hitting. That's the one thing. In your mind, who is the one guy that needs to step up to say, I'm going to take the team on my shoulders and I'm going to get us some wins this weekend?
Well, obvious answers somebody would say would be James Ramsey, Jace Boyd, Devin Travis, those guys, but they're already hitting well. If I were going to tell you the one guy to look for that's ready just to explode and show you what he's made of, I'm going to go with John Nagowski. He's a freshman. He's a young guy. He's a Tallahassee native, and he loves playing at home. And I feel like this is the weekend that we're going to see the real John Nagowski just explode and light up the stat books.
We heard it here first. According to Justin Slayton, John Nagowski's going to have a big weekend. I would take him having a big weekend for sure. More than anything, I want hitters 5 through 9 to do something. I think that's the one thing the Seminoles have got to have, because we know those first 4 guys are going to hit. It's just in their DNA. Sherman's going to draw a ton of walks. Devin's going to hit the ball. Rammer's going to hit the ball. Jace Boyd is going to hit the ball. If those guys can just get some hits at the bottom of the order, we're an entirely different baseball team.
Absolutely, you're right. And we're an entirely different baseball team at home. The fans are incredible. I've been lucky enough to go on the road for a few games this year, and when we play it away, it's not that we're not as good of a baseball team, but the environment here is just second to none. And with the fans here and being loud and the way they are, I mean, you saw it with the Virginia series, the Saturday night start, the Monday night start. They were loud, they were crazy, and they made the difference. They absolutely made the difference. Like we talked about that week on K-Time, they absolutely showed up and did what they needed to do.
Well, you want to make sure you're here at Hauser Stadium Friday night, 6 p.m., Saturday night at 6 p.m., and on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Seminoles looking to win their 4th consecutive ACC series to start out the season. A hot baseball team. You're not going to want to miss a second of the action. So for Justin Slayton, I'm Scott Kotick for K-Time. We'll see you next week, Seminole baseball fans.